right, guys, it's been an incredible day, and I just met with a prospect just now, and it went really well. They're going to sign on with me to build a sales team for them. Now, for those of you who watch the first two parts of how to build a successful sales team, part 3 is going to be more about, once you develop that sales team, is more about what type of revenue can you really start to anticipate or produce by having that team that you build, and how they're going to generate more sales and more revenue for your business on social media. So what I'm going to talk about in part 3 is 4 different platforms. I'm going to talk about Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Alignable. Those are the 4 that I use more consistent every day to generate more sales and generate more qualified leads and also more qualified turnover. I promise you, you're going to love this part, because this is where all the hard work you put into it, building that effective team, where now they're going to be a lot more productive and generate more sales for your business. Now follow me for part number 3. Welcome to the martial arts of selling. I don't know about you, but I'm absolutely excited. If you don't feel it, that's because you're not excited. Welcome to part 3 of a 3-part series on how to build a successful and effective sales team. We're going to dig a little bit deeper in this 3rd part. We're going to talk about the opportunity, if you build a sales team through my strategy, the type of revenue and sales you can generate for your small business or your entrepreneur. Before we dig into the topic, if you like this video and you're watching it on YouTube, just hit the subscription button below. If you like the video, smash that like button. But more importantly, do me a favor, share your comments, share your thoughts. Let me know what you're thinking so that I can be more effective and more efficient in helping you grow your business. Now let's dig into this. Let's dig into part 3. Now, part 3 is, if you watch the first 2 parts and you see that we have 3 what I call cold callers, or what we call openers. After 6 months of going through this and teaching them how to cold call on the Better Business Bureau, on the Google, the Yahoo, the Bings, and the Yelps, and all those types of format, now you're going to upgrade them to how to cold call and be successful in building your sales team, selling on social media. What I'm about to share with you is something that I've done myself, that I've experienced myself, and that you can absolutely experience if you build your sales team the right way. So let's dig into this. I named my strategy on social media conversion strategy. And conversion means converting a lead into a sale or a prospect into a customer, okay? Now, I do that based upon a mutual fund approach. For those of you who don't know what a mutual fund is, if you have an IRA or 401k, it's just a basket of public stocks that are in your portfolio. So I take the same approach with social media. Now, let's talk about Facebook. I'm going to talk about 4 platforms that I use consistently every single day. And I have about 15 other platforms, but I want to focus on these because these are the ones that I'm working on more often. And these are the ones that if you apply and you train your salespeople, this is the type of sales that could be generated on these 4 platforms. Let's talk about Facebook. Facebook is a harder sale because you get a lot of fake people getting on Facebook. And the only way you know this, once you go through the process, you realize that these people don't really have a business, they're wasting your time, and they have bad intentions. I won't tell you what those intentions are, but some of you have experienced that. Let's just put it this way. I block about 30 people a day on Facebook. Now let's move forward. You can get leads on the story format of Facebook. Your story usually generates more people viewing it and commenting on it than your actual posting. It's very important that you understand that. You can generate leads in the story. You can generate leads by the followers that follow you on Facebook. And those that are your friends. As you know, you're limited to 5,000 friends on Facebook, but you're not limited to how many people can follow you. So just think about it. If you're strategic and your team is strategic, you want to determine who you want to be as friends with you. Very important. And then number 5 is the likes. One of the things that I teach my salespeople in the past is whenever somebody likes your content on Facebook, you want to thank them for it. I do that all the time. No one likes doing that. I like to thank them for liking my content. Now, when you train your salespeople through social media conversion strategy, okay, you're looking at 5 to 10 qualified leads per day or turnover calls per day. If you do it right and you advance your sales team, you're looking at a 30% initial close. In other words, 30% of the 10 contacts, you're looking at a 30% first call close. The 60% is the follow-up. So if you got 10 prospects or 10 qualified leads and you close 3 of them on the initial call, you got 7 remaining, right? Well, out of the 7, 60% of them will close or will convert into sales on the follow-up subsequent calls. So if you're doing this right, just on Facebook alone, you're looking at generating between $22,000 to $40,000 in new business every single week. Think about that, guys. Is it worth building an effective sales team in-house for your small business and for you entrepreneur? You need to answer that to yourself. Now, let's go into Instagram. As you know, Instagram is owned by Facebook. Instagram has a different clientele. Okay, so you got to know who your audience is. That's what I mean about stocks. You could generate business through the likes, through the comments, through the followers, and actually your followers as well. The story, they got 2 new ones. They got the story and the reel. These are great tools to generate more qualified prospect, more qualified lead, so that you can generate a higher conversion ratio. So it's important that you train your salespeople to understand how to generate sales from the modern day yellow pages, which I call Instagram, Facebook, and now we're going to talk about LinkedIn. LinkedIn, it's a different story. These are real businesses. These are very high-end clientele. You can't go at it the way you go at Instagram or Facebook, because these are real business people. It's a lot more work. But here's the thing is, the ticket item or the selling price is higher because these are more real business people. So what I do is I talk to people that are connecting with me, that are following me, and that make comment on my content. But I target them. You have to teach your salespeople to target the right audience or the right prospect for your product and services. Now, you're looking at 3 to 5 qualified prospects or qualified leads per day. You're looking at a 50% conversion ratio on the initial call. And then about 70% on the subsequent calls, or what we call the follow-up calls. I want you to think about that. What type of revenue can you have your salespeople generate consistently? $30,000 plus per week. So if you got 3 people or 3 cold callers and 3 openers, and they're not accomplishing these goals that are very minimal, they're not being trained right. The opportunities are there. Now, if you need help and you want to learn how to build a sales team, all you have to do is direct message me below. I'll respond to you in 24 hours. We'll have a one-on-one, and I could build a strategy and an infrastructure for you to build your sales team. Now, the last one is Alignable. Alignable is a smaller version or a lower version of LinkedIn. I love Alignable. This week alone, I spoke with 22 people, got 17 presentations, and 12 leads. Last week, I got 3 appointments this week, and I just closed a deal today just before I'm doing this video. Think about that. Alignable is absolutely phenomenal. It's easy, it's friendly user. The connections are really phenomenal, and you can really target more of your local audience than having to do nationwide. So it's very friendly user. Messages, you can send them messages, they're more receptive to respond. For example, I sent out 12 messages, I got 6 response back, and I got 2 appointments from that. Number 3, and posting. When you do posting, a lot of people like to respond because it's almost like having a small community. What you can anticipate with your salespeople collectively, the 3 openers, the 3 cold callers, is they should be able to generate 10 qualified leads per day. minimum, or turnover calls. You're looking at about a 50 to 70% closing ratio. And then you're looking at about $15,000 to $25,000 in new sales, in new business every single week. I want you to think about what I just said. And I'm speaking to you small business owners, entrepreneurs. Do you believe you can do this? Are you ready to make the change in your business model? Are you ready to think outside the box and either add a sales team to your company, or if you have a sales team that's not producing, are you ready to solve that problem and make the necessary changes so that your salespeople right now could be more successful at generating you business? I want you to think about that. That's what you're looking at when you build a successful and effective sales team. I hope this has been helpful. I want to thank all of you who are watching me and following me. I want to thank you all for being part of the martial arts of selling. And again, if you're watching this on YouTube and you want to follow me, hit the subscription button below. And also do me a favor, share your comments, let me know your thoughts. And if you're serious and are ready to make a change in your business, direct message me. I'll respond in 24 hours. We'll do a one-on-one and I'll help you change your business. I'll help you grow your sales. The question you need to ask, are you ready to do that? Till we speak again, I say goodbye. Talk to you later. Have a great day.